nature documentary, The Wackingsaurus. By the way, guys, just let me hit 400 subscribers because I'm gonna sneeze a lot in this video, so yeah. The Wackingsaurus is a creature, of course, from Fantasyland, standing over at 10 feet tall to 20 feet tall. Even though this creature looks fearsome and big, well, it's even more fearsome and big because this guy has an actual wrecking ball which is shaped like a saw blade on its tail. That's how it got its name, Wackingsaurus. And also, speaking of wrecking, it kills anything that interrupts it. It might be big, very big, but its claws are actually not that useful. Even they look like they can put a good scratch, they're just used for, mating purposes, and that they also have weird feather-like appendages on them. Take a look. Little feathers at the back here. And also that they have a mouth that opens even wider than the Tasmanian tiger. They use this mouth to act like an actual bear trap, finding food and crushing it from their absolutely massive jaws. And if they do not go into its mouth, it will rather crush them. The Wackingsaurus has a mouth span big enough to actually fit 5 people in its mouth. There is no actual footage of it actually eating anything large. Only small objects like small Fantasyland creatures like the Land Roversaurus, Microsaurus, Titanosauria, and Taurianum. Even though it does not look that strong, there's something you forgot. These guys can leap, yes, like a tiger. Same with the hogstalker. And these feathers and these feather-like appendages, I think that's called, at the back, those are used for style, mating style. A female Wackingsaurus will then use its large mouth and make a sound, a roar, so loud that it echoes through the entire planet, that will alert a mate closer to the female. The males have large feather-like things on its back, and the females do not, only just a rocky back. Males and females will then come closer to each other for more easier communication. When communication is done, it's kind of like dating, you know. The male will then open their mouth as big as possible to attract the female more, being attracted to it. And then it's the female turns, and when the female is done with the mating ritual, they will do the piggyback ride. This mating season, like, I'm just telling you about the mating season. The mating goes on to 2 to 3 minutes, and also that the male Wackingsaurus live for 25 to 72 years, and the females 25 to 89 years. The reason why males don't live longer than females is because when they're done mating, their body becomes 5 times weaker, so negative 5 times stronger, and then they just completely collapse. And also that they, give birth to 5 eggs. 5 eggs every year. This is the reason why why it sucks to be a wrecking source, because their population is not that much, and because they have such a big territory, they could get lost and actually, leave their pack, and then they would just be left alone. Nothing else. But you know what would be left of them? The thing left of them will be bones. Hundreds of bones with broken parts. Some cracks, some missing pieces. This could be caused from bone-eating parasites and others, and a unidentified species which eats bones. Only eats bones and are very small. That's it. Wrecking-sauruses, the species which is actually falling apart, and that is surprisingly, unexpectedly, maybe. See you later, goodbye. Love you.